What is the feeling in the House of Representatives, and what do you think is needed in the House of Representatives now about security in the aftermath of the Capitol invasion?
Hi, Lawrence. Yeah, things are very tense. There's obviously still a lot of security here on Capitol Hill. We want to see change, and we have to see change. You know, what happened on January 6th was obviously a catastrophic security failure. There's no doubt about that. But I think the challenge that we face right now is we have to address that security situation. We have to address this threat of domestic, homegrown terrorism that we see. But we have to do it in a way that doesn't change who we are. And that's what I want to see. I don't think we should let this violent mob, this group of terrorists, change who we are as a Congress and as a people. So we have to make sure we're taking that into account. There's a lot of things that we can do to change the security and to make Capitol Hill, to make Congress more secure, to provide security for members. There's actually a comprehensive security assessment underway right now. So we have to see what comes out of that assessment and what we have to do. But also remember that this is the people's house, and that accessibility and transparency is really essential to who we are.
What about security for members of Congress when they're outside of Washington, when they're in their home states, their home districts, or traveling anywhere in the United States?
Yeah, I think we're going to have to settle into a new normal here, at least in the next couple of months. I mean, the bottom line is this, that President Trump has radicalized an entire wing of the far right. You know, we now have an extremist right-wing movement that's been radicalized, that's armed, that is extremely dangerous. We saw that on January 6th, and actually it's not new. It's been around for decades. The foundation and the beginnings of it have been around for many decades. But President Trump brought it out in the open and has romanticized it and given them permission and license to sow their violence throughout the country. So we're going to have to take measures. We're going to have to make sure that we are being extra diligent, that we have some resources available to members to make sure that they and their families are safe. That's the new normal. That's the unfortunate reality of what we're in. But we have to do that while we also understand that accessibility to our constituents is really essential to our democracy and our job. So we are going to have to do both of those, and we're going to have to figure out how to do them both.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. You should know that you can follow today's top stories and breaking news and catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.